What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So crypto.com may go public. Now, Chris Marszalek right here, he didn't say he is going to go public, but I think he will, and I'll explain why. I mean, we're seeing other Bitcoin companies like American Bitcoin do insanely well. So before I get into that, and also what's going on with World Liberty Fi, not that great, I want to play this video. This is Chris Marszalek, the CEO of Crypto.com.
I have to admit, it's quite tempting to consider these options, given how richly the market values crypto companies these days. We certainly have the numbers to do so. We've done about 1.5 billion in revenue last year, about $1 billion in gross profit, reinvested about 700 million of it, so let's say 300 million net profitability. This year, I think it's going to be better, especially if we see the Fed rate cut and a strong Q4 following. So we have the numbers, and we've been approached by all the top names in terms of the investment banks. We want to be a very well-run company, so we are working on preparing everything, but no decisions have been made at this point. We think that we actually enjoy operating as a private company. It allows us to move really fast. We've got a solid balance sheet, so we don't have to make any decisions.
So he says no decisions have been made, and they like being a private company because it allows them to move very fast. I have a feeling they're going to go public, especially if this bull market continues, because we're seeing a lot of companies, a lot of crypto companies go public, and a lot of them recently have to do with Trump. So the next one right here, this is American Bitcoin. Eric Trump says, what a morning. Right here, Eric Trump's stake in American Bitcoin Corp is now worth about $548 million. The company says it will accumulate Bitcoin using machinery in New York, Alberta, and Texas, provided by another crypto company called Hut 8 Corp. Now, if you are in Celsius, or if you are a victim of Celsius, you've heard of Hut 8, most likely. And you may have heard of Matt Prusak as well. He was the CEO of Ionic Digital until he left intelligently to join a winning company called American Bitcoin. Now he's the president of American Bitcoin. Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., and we have Asher Ganut of Hut 8. And they had a very, very, very successful launch. Another Trump-adjacent project, World Liberty Fi, isn't doing that great in terms of the price. We have Eric Trump saying that World Liberty Fi is now the #1 most searched asset on Coinbase. The price tanked from around 33 cents to, it's dropping right now. Looks like it's around 20 cents or so. And they're looking to burn some tokens. So they're going to remove 47 million tokens in an effort to steady sentiment. So what a lot of companies do, and ironically, Crypto.com did this and has done this a lot, and Celsius before they went bankrupt, is they burn tokens. Now, it's not always a bad thing to burn tokens, but it doesn't always correlate to an increase in the price. But it does usually boost sentiment, which is what they say right here, in an effort to steady sentiment, just because it takes some of the coins out of circulation, which people believe that is just a good thing for the coin. So again, we're seeing American Bitcoin, we're seeing Crypto.com. I have a feeling, I mean, you can let me know what you think in the comments, but I have a feeling they're going to go public as well. And I really hope, man, those of us stuck in Celsius with Ionic Digital shares, we can see a launch as good as American Bitcoin. Congrats to the team here. Good job, Matt, getting out of Ionic and going to a team that actually knows what the heck they're doing. But, you know, I am hopeful that the two additions to Ionic Digital will be very, very good. So taking a look at the day for crypto, some coins are up. Crypto.com is up for the day. Other coins are up, not ones I really pay much attention to. And taking a look at the price of Bitcoin, we can see it's hovering at around $111,000. ETH around $4,400 or so. So not much movement there. Bitcoin dominance. A lot of people believe that Bitcoin dominance is going to go up in September and possibly October. We'll see. So far, not much movement from Bitcoin dominance, up a little bit for the month, about 1% or so. Possibly Bitcoin dominance could go up if this is a normal 4-year cycle. I've talked a lot about that, my thoughts on that. I have a feeling it'll be a 4-year related cycle. We may go into 2026 though, but it's a 4-year cycle until proven otherwise, even though Michael Saylor and Tom Lee for Ethereum, they're all saying it's super cycle time. It's too soon to tell there. And taking a look right here at the yields on 30-year bonds. Why are they rising? And what does this mean? So $324 trillion of debt. Investors demand more premium for the additional risk. Essentially, people that are buying 30-year bonds want higher rates because it's riskier in their eyes. So even as the Fed looks to lower short-term rates, which will most likely happen this month and possibly a few this year, yields on long-term bonds are still rising, which may not lead to lower rates for homes for 30-year mortgages, for example. So a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people just walking around on the street, they see the Fed is going to lower rates. They're like, great, I can now afford homes. Well, not quite. Not quite. The actual rates may stay the same or go up, and then home prices may go up as well. In yesterday's video, I believe I talked about Bessent calling for a housing emergency. Not quite sure what that'll be, but I'm predicting, possibly massive stimulus for down payment assistance, possibly 45, 50, 60-year mortgages just to keep rates lower or monthly payments lower, but not tank the price of the homes and the assets themselves, because that would be a challenging thing for a lot of people that have essentially all of their money in their home. So guys, that's it for the video. Let me know what you think about crypto.com. Do you think they're going to go public? I have a feeling they are. Especially if this market continues positively over the next 2 to 3 months. I have a feeling crypto.com will go public. I know Chris Marszalek said that they like being small, they can pivot quickly, which is true. They can pivot very, very, very fast. They can make an update and immediately it gets sent to, the website and everyone's like, oh, there's an update. And some people like that, some people don't, Like there's been a lot of updates over the last, how long have I been covering them? Since 2019. I mean, they've changed so freaking much, and a lot of people aren't happy about how quickly they can pivot. But the fact that they can pivot so quickly, I think is still a very good thing. And like what Chris said earlier in the video, they don't need to go public. But, how the market is valuing these Bitcoin, these crypto companies, I have a feeling they're going to entertain it very, very seriously. So let me know your thoughts below, guys. Hope you're doing well. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.